It's the Bill and Scott Cubicle Show. Yeah. It's the Bill and Scott Cubicle Show. Yeah.
Oh, crowd participation. Once again, we're filming in front of a live studio audience, live cubicle audience. Weekdays here. What's going on? I'm Scott.
I'm Bill.
And this is
the Bill and Scott Cubicle Show.
Epi number 77.
Featuring
the mighty G-Dog.
Where's
There
the mug?
he is. Where's the mug?
My mug's over there.
All
I
right.
already
man.
had my cup of coffee.
Wow.
Well, what a time.
Somebody's not doing his job.
Do your Poland
Hold on.
Springs.
Bringing the mug over to remind us all to do our jobs.
So we got some breaking news regarding Kevin Hart.
Breaking news. There it is.
There it is.
Do your job.
your
Just
job.
a reminder. Except do it go back to it once the show's over.
Yeah.
This is a break time.
15-minute break
Yeah.
right now. All right, so Kevin Hart. He was scheduled to do an interview this morning, a nice little phone call interview with a radio station in Orlando. And as he's about to go live with the station, Kevin's manager hops on the line and is like, "Yo, lad,
He probably used that exact term too.
you need to cut this phone out because your wife is in labor right now." So Kevin Hart is currently en route, or maybe he's already at the hospital because his child is about to be born. That's a horrible way to say it.
He's about to drop the child.
Like an album release. But his baby's about to be born.
You picture it falling on the floor when you say drop a child.
The release date
Oh,
is today.
man. Well, you never know. Sometimes labor lasts for a long time. So they could be in there for days on end.
Do you think the baby will be born today or tomorrow?
Today. I think it'll be born today.
Later tonight or this afternoon?
We're going to say, I'm going to give it an estimated arrival time of 3:43 p.m.
And I'm going to say about 6:29 p.m.
All right,
in
well,
2 seconds.
Today is the day of making predictions. Because we got some more predictions coming
Wow.
up next
Because
on The Cubicle Show.
we're about to get into the sexiest man alive here.
Today's
They're idiots
top
because
story.
I should have definitely have took that. Because I was shouted out by Brad Paisley and Carrie Underwood this year.
Yeah, people, what did you forget that shout out? It just happened last week.
I've been rolling out great videos with this guy every single day for like months on months.
Since the beginning of the year, since January.
And I understand, if you didn't want to just give it to Scott Pank, you could have gave it to Scott Pank and Billy the Kid. We could have shared a cover. We could have split the cover. You know, I could have had one cover, he could have had the other cover, alternating covers.
Or, you do that thing where you turn it backwards and upside down, and on the other side, there's another cover on the back of the magazine.
People, it's
basic. It's
you
easy.
dropped the ball on this.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just frustrated that it wasn't me or him.
But a lot of people on the internet are frustrated at who it actually was. And if you spent any amount of time on the internet, then you probably know it's Blake Shelton.
It's him from The Voice.
The country singer guy.
That's won the most seasons of The Voice.
Yeah, probably most known for being on The Voice. He and Adam Levine are the only two coaches that have never left the panel, not one single time.
I wonder why.
So he's been tweeting about it, and his Twitter is actually pretty amusing.
Yeah, he's got some great golden tweets. He's really feeding into being the sexiest man alive, which I actually respect because he's like embracing it. He's rolling with the joke. He's completely in on the people that are trying to destroy him on the internet right now. He's all about it, which I give him actually respect for.
So his quote to people when they named him sexiest man alive was, "Y'all must be running out of people. Like, wow, we're down to somebody who is somewhat symmetrical." So he's not too full of himself, but he's playing it off like he is on Twitter. Like he's tweeting about, "I'm eating a pickle, a sexy wet pickle."
Oh, wow.
And then he tweeted, "I have the hiccups and they sound so sexy." So he's just like, he's basking. And then he quote tweeted Hugh Jackman, who was a previous sexiest man alive. He said, "Hey, Blake Shelton, take it from me. Humble only gets you so far. Milk the sexy status for all it's worth. The rain goes all too quickly. Just ask Ryan Reynolds."
Ooh.
Now, we're going to go deeper here. All right, let's take a look at some of the previous sexiest men alive. The last couple were The Rock, Dwayne The Rock Johnson
in 2016.
last year, 2016. David Beckham in 2015. So, has Adam Levine, the other coach on The Voice who's never left the panel, ever been the sexiest man alive?
I honestly have no idea.
He has. It's written right here. We wrote it down on the wall.
Oh, wait, so I lied.
Adam Levine was the sexiest man alive.
I lied for the sake of the show.
Okay.
To make the show better.
I figured you did. But in 2013, so that little competition they had going on right there was that's over. Because now Blake is the king of the sexy men. Now, this award started being given out by People magazine in 1985.
Wow.
And let's take a
32
look.
years of sexy men?
Like I said, we have more predictions coming. So there's a prediction coming at the end of this. Now, how many of people's sexiest men alive are no longer alive?
That's a good question.
2. There are 2 people who have been named sexiest man alive who are now dead. JFK Jr., who was sexiest man alive in 1988, and Patrick Swayze, who was sexiest man alive in 1991. Now, let's put this data together, and we can get an accurate picture of who the next sexiest man alive to die will be. So, JFK Jr. died in 1999.
Right.
Patrick Swayze died 10 years later in 2009, which means
how long here?
We can expect the next former sexiest man alive to die in 2019. These are 10-year intervals. All right, it's an unbreakable pattern. So JFK Jr., like I said, named sexiest man alive in 88. Now, in 1991 was Patrick Swayze, so we've got 3-year intervals. So it stands to reason that the next one would be the sexiest man alive of 1994, which would be Keanu Reeves. And that breaks my heart because I love his movies, and the internet loves Keanu Reeves. He's supposedly just a really super nice guy, maybe even nicer than The Rock. Now, the only problem with that is that Keanu Reeves was retroactively named sexiest man alive for 1994 in 2015. I guess they didn't do it that 1 year for some reason. So it could either be Keanu Reeves or the next sexiest man alive in line that would have filled that gap, Brad Pitt.
Or we're not going to have a death in 2019, and the next death will be in 2029 because they skipped
the cycle. So then we'd have to go, then we'd have to go even farther. We'd have to go 6 years forward from 91, and that would be
1997.
97, which was George Clooney.
And that makes more sense.
Because he'll be kind of old.
Yeah. Wow. George Clooney, is he the next one to go?
It could be. It's either Keanu Reeves, Brad Pitt, or George Clooney. You heard it here first on the Cubicle Show.
All right, so Nicki Minaj, she is on the cover of a magazine, and everybody's going crazy about it. She's living up to her last name with herself. What magazine is it?
Paper Magazine, the ones who did the Break the Internet cover with Kim Kardashian and her shiny, silly putty-looking naked butt and the champagne flying backwards over her head, defying the laws of physics.
That was a great definition right there. So they're trying to re-break the internet with a new one with Nicki Minaj, and they have Nicki Minaj. There's 3 different pictures of her. One of them, she's sitting in the chair. The other one's got her laying across her legs.
The other one's standing from behind, giving her a massage. They're groping each other, kind of.
It's like the Minaj,
and it says
Minaj.
Menage a trois, ha ha. No one's ever thought of that before. That's actually the reasoning that they released a statement, and whoever, the editor-in-chief or whatever, was nobody's ever made that joke before, so we decided to do it. It's because it's the most obvious joke ever.
Yeah, well, I'm going to find it I'm going to go to their Instagram and get it so I can post it in the comment section below. But it's if they did this, I would say 4 or 5 years ago, when Nicki was kind of going around the Starship time with Nicki Minaj, I think that would have been great. That would have been a huge time to do it. But it's like you said, everybody's already thought of this joke. And it's not like it's anything new or special here.
Nobody makes it because it's so obvious. It's a low-hanging fruit. If you want to recapture that magic of that Kim Kardashian cover, then you got to try harder than that. One thing they did say, though, was that the reason that they were able to, they haven't used the term break the internet on a cover since Kim Kardashian. And
kind of hard to break the internet when you're not on the internet.
Ooh, well,
all right, I'm posting.
They said it's because it has to have a special type of talent with a special kind of fan base, and I guess Nicki Minaj does have that kind of fan base because they're going crazy. They think it's the most amazing thing ever, according to the Twitter moment where I found this story.
Well, I think it's a good picture and everything. I don't think it's bad. I just think it's late on the timing.
Yeah,
I think that's the biggest problem with it. They definitely got all the controversy. It's got all that stuff. It makes you look at it. It makes you check out what's going on. It makes you think about Nicki Minaj again. But what I see with it is that it's just a couple years late. If this was, like I said, a couple years ago, I think everything would be fine. We wouldn't be reacting the way we are. We'd be more acting like, oh my God, you see the Nicki cover instead of all right.
Well, plus that they're going for a repeat performance. And it was part of the reason that thing was so popular is because it was the first time anybody had ever said, oh, we're going to break the internet. Now they're like, oh, yeah, we're going to re-break the internet. We're going to do it again. That's not how it works.
Yeah.
It's like trying to go viral. You can't make a video and be like, this one's going to be the one that goes viral.
They should have had one
and
that...
we know about that.
Next cover should be fix the internet, because if you broke it, time to fix it.
Flex tape. Slap it right on there. That's a lot of damage. Okay.
You could cut a boat right in half and flex tape it up.
I saw this boat in half.
And now there's no water in it when I sail the sea.
Oh, we need to post the link to I don't know if have you ever watched JonTron?
No.
His video about flex tape is so good. We'll have to post that.
We'll post it after the show.
Hilarious.
We'll get that. I'll put that in the comments.
Yeah.
We'll be looking for that. All right, so we got to get into
Taylor Swift.
Well, I don't know anything about this.
All right, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna bring over our resident Taylor Swift expert. Hey, Ashley, you got a minute? All right, sweet. We got our talent all lined up ahead of time.
And
for
Stephanie, you over there? I don't think she is.
I think she's in the meeting.
Because unfortunately she has a stupid meeting going on.
Disrespect. The maximum disrespect that they do by
need
scheduling these meetings. Yes! Have a seat,
Yes,
Ashley.
have a seat here.
Pull up a chair and join
Pull
the
up
show.
a chair and...
Welcome to the panel. Now the first... Wait, I gotta wait till you sit. All right, now the first thing we need is your book report. I need your book report and your review of her album. Have you listened?
I had a week.
Is that what we said? Did we say a week, or did
Well,
we say
to get
I
the
thought
Taylor
we said
Swift
tomorrow.
card back is next week. Because we revoked her Taylor Swift card, and we said next week we'll challenge you on that. But there was a side thing of your book report,
and I guess you failed to deliver.
Fail.
All right.
Is that a big giant F?
Yes.
In red marker.
That's gonna take. It's gonna subtract some
no
points
smiley
from your
face,
test.
none of that.
I apologize.
So
The whole Taylor Swift thing is, what did she do at Target though?
let's
She
have
bought
our
her own
expert.
album.
She did what?
She bought her own album. A lot of artists do that.
Did she buy more copies than Bill did?
No, I think she only bought one.
What?
How do you go? Okay, here's my question. How do you walk into a store with your entourage doing your Target walk, as she said? Man, let me tell you something about Taylor Swift. She's good at music, but Instagram stories, not her strong suit. Anyway.
Well, she has people for that.
Yeah, she does. How do you walk into Target, right, and you see your face plastered all over these displays, and you're like, here's a thing that I made, and the money's going to go right back in my pocket, and not just buy them out of everything?
Because
How do you not?
You
Just buy one.
Experience it. She's a real artist. She wants her work to be heard. She doesn't just want to pocket all of her own albums. She wants other people, other fans to experience it.
You know what she could do? You know what Beyonce would do? She would go buy all the albums and then give them out for free.
That's facts.
That's a Beyonce move right there.
There have been artists who have done that.
She could have set up a pop-up shop outside Target called Taylor Swift's Target. What's a word for a store that begins with T? Target Trading Post. For reputation. And she could have bought all of the albums and just stood outside the store and given out free copies. That's what somebody truly generous would do.
Yeah, but it's Taylor Swift.
Oh, what? So she's not generous?
No, I'm not. No.
You just said it. You just said it's Taylor.
No.
Oh my God! She just said she's not just. Oh my God! You heard it, folks. You heard it here.
Let's let her finish.
And that's it for this week's today's episode of the Cubicle. No, I'm kidding.
If Taylor Swift set up a trading post outside of the store, there would be a mob.
If she announced it ahead of time, if it was just like I said, pop up, no surprise. She went in there
out so quickly.
She went in there and she went in kind of late at night. The parking lot was mostly empty. It would looked like the store was maybe getting ready to close.
And there were already people
there was a small crowd, but there was not anywhere near the size of the crowd that there would have been if she went at peak time. So, and yes, she was generous. I will say, I'm mostly joking for the Taylor Swift Illuminati that's watching. It's gonna try and shut us down. I'm mostly joking about buying her own album, but she was generous with her time. She FaceTimed with some fans.
That's good.
She took pictures. She went on Instagram stories. She even met up with this guy. There was a guy there who played her song "Red" on the X Factor a few years ago, and they did a little Instagram story together. So it was adorable.
Here's the thing, too, is you really don't know what happened outside of her Instagram story.
I don't know anything about it.
Additional albums.
She probably brought it back and returned it.
She could have. She should have done the Taylor Swift Target trading post, and we would never even know.
Yeah. Well, all I gotta say is that I think Taylor's a lot nicer than people say she is. To be honest,
I think so too.
She's a doll.
Okay.
Am I done here?
Yeah. Well, I want that book report.
Okay.
I'm not joking.
Next week,
we'll extend the deadline.
Get on that now.
But I want it by Wednesday, before Thanksgiving.
Yes.
Wednesday.
That I can do. that.
1 week from today. You've got one.
Can I have your morning show money
7
so I
days.
can buy myself an album?
Yes, as a matter of fact, I happen
He's
to have
got some
all
ferns
of
over
the
here
morning
for
show
you.
money right here.
That's not going to buy me an album.
Okay, well,
All right, so with that being said, that's it for today's episode of the Bill and Scott Cubicle Show. You can catch us Monday through Thursday, 10:30 Eastern Time.
because that's the only time zone that matters.
And so till tomorrow. Oh, wait. I'm sorry. Okay, bye.
1 Cubicle Show, Cubicle Show, Cubicle Show, Cubicle Show! That's what I'm talking about, boy! Bill and Scott Cubicle Show, yeah? Bill and Scott Cubicle Show, yeah! Bill and Scott Cubicle Show. It's the Bill and Scott Cubicle Show. It's the Bill and Scott Cubicle Show. It's the Bill and Scott Cubicle Show. Cubicle Show, Cubicle Show, Cubicle Show, Cubicle Show. Not a rectangle show, not a triangle show, not a pyramid show. It's a cubicle show. Bill and Scott Cubicle Show, yeah? Bill and Scott Cubicle Show, yeah! Cubicle Show. We just got 1